Have you started your midterm rental business yet? You ready for the next step now? Well, you may want to start scaling, but I want to make sure that you take a minute to optimize. You're probably leaving some wasted money on the table. So that's what we're going to cover in this video. I want to make sure that you're getting the full potential so that you can get the full amount of prosperity out of your midterm rental. If you keep moving forward without taking a minute to look at it like a business owner, you're just going to have a really fun job working for yourself, but you're not going to be able to transcend over to being a business owner, and that's what you really want. Let's talk about using the 3C system as a way of prompting you through this process of uncovering your untapped potential, uncovering some potential savings and some inefficiencies, because in this video, I want you to have a clear path on how to go from a CEO to a passive business owner. Okay, the first C stands for create. That's the step one. You want to create some cash flow, and creating a savings is the exact same thing. Let me tell you about my 8-unit apartment building. I have a little parking lot in the back, and it has an alley light on it. This sits up on a pole, and as well as a floodlight that sits on my building. Altogether, it cost me for those two lights about $36 per month to operate those, to give a nice lighting to prevent people from thinking that they can come and break into the cars. Well, I replaced those two lights with an LED light that has the same amount of brightness with it, but it only cost me $5.60 per month to operate this light. So what happened there? Altogether, I'm creating a $31 savings. Oh, let's call it $30 just to make it even. Now, that's not a whole lot, $1 a day, but stick with me. Now, you could have created this $30 savings by doing the exact same thing, switching from a regular light bulb to an LED. You might want to revamp one of your credit cards and reduce the monthly payment there. Or you might want to cancel some subscriptions that you don't need associated with your midterm rental and save some money that way. So step one was to create a cash flow stream. Step two is to capture the full potential of that cash flow. Now, this is a big deal. To get the full power of what I'm talking about, you have to make a shift in your head, not thinking that this is just a little bit of money, but it's what you can do with the money that you were previously overlooking. It's such a powerful thing. Now, this $30 that we're talking about, it was leaving my economy. I was paying it to the utility company, and they were taking it for their own benefit. My goal is to capture that, not just make a savings. If I do, it's going to get absorbed in my regular life. But I want to put it to work. I want to get the benefit of that $30 per month, because it's really not about how big this amount of cash flow is what you do with it is the big deal. For example, a 9-volt battery can be used to power your smartphone or be used for a kid's toy, right? Now, the amount of money that you can make powering a smartphone is much greater than what you can have just playing a kid's toy. So it's not the amount of the energy or the cash flow, is how you use it, what it powers. And that leads us to the third step, which is the compound. The third C is compound. You want to take that little bit of money that you created as a savings, turn it into a cash flow stream, capture it in your mind so it doesn't get absorbed in all your other finances, and then send it into something that compounds over time for you. And this takes a little discipline, and it takes some consistency, and that is how you get the full amount of prosperity out of your midterm rental. Benjamin Franklin said it first. He said money makes money, and the money that money makes money. So he understood compounding interest way back then. Now, if we talk about $30 over 5 years, which is 60 months, that's going to turn to $1,800. Now, that's pretty good. That money was previously just leaving your economy over that 5 years, and you may not have been thinking anything of it. But if you send that $30 per month through an income amplifier, then in 5 years, it's 67% more. It turns into $3,000. So that's a big deal of what you can do with a consistent amount of money over time, and that's what your midterm rental provides for you. Well, sending through an amplifier is a life-changing skill, and I learned about that through George Anton through his Income Amplifier Workshop. It's a 3-day class. I have a link in the description so that you can sign up as well. I give you a big discount code. So definitely do that and learn this life-changing skill, because if you don't know how to rapidly compound your money, then you're going to end up paying someone who does. And I want you to be on the receiving end of the dollar. Check the link in the description. Now, we came up with $3,000 in 5 years. That's great. From something that was just not being used before, I was blind to this potential. Now, what can I do with that? I can start an emergency fund that's going to give me more peace of mind, help me get more financial independence. Also, that $3,000 can be used to make an extra principal payment on my mortgage, and that gives you geometric financial benefits over time. Or I can use that money, take a family trip, and create some memories that is more valuable than everything above. So it's definitely worthwhile improving your efficiencies so that you can capture that first batch of $30 per month. And then you want to find another area to capture it as well. My hope with this little bit of landlord science I'm sharing with you is that it encourages you to look at different technologies to see if you can create a monthly savings, no matter how small it is. Don't waste opportunity. So that's it. That's the 3 C's to create a savings, capture that savings, and convert it into an income stream. You got to do that in your head, and then compound that income stream over time to create a permanent benefit for yourself. Now that is how you grow your independence. That is how you become less of a CEO who has to make lots of decisions all the time and more of a passive business owner. So before you sign off, I want you to go check my next video right here. Here's a link, and learn how I'm going to use my rental arbitrage money over the next 5 years to create more financial independence. So check that out. I'll see you over there.